Hello everyone. In this session, we'll look at how to upload our videos to YouTube. This will come in very handy for uploading and disseminating our recorded lectures. However, even more important is the use of pre-recorded material. Now, pre-recorded material is really important in online learning because it allows us to flip the classroom. It allows us to provide the students with material and prompts in advance to facilitate their deeper engagement in the material so that when we meet them in the synchronous session, we are able now to do a more in-depth discussion, analysis, problem-solving exercise. Providing recorded material also gives students 24/7 access. And this promotes self-paced learning because students who didn't get it the first time around are able to replay and re-engage as many times as it takes, while students who grasp material very quickly are able to move on, and it minimizes their level of frustration and encourages them to work harder. So we know we're going to use recorded material. How do we get to YouTube? Well, first, you want to go to your ECC account, to the Apps button, and from the drop-down menu, select YouTube. I would recommend that before you start this exercise, you sign out of all Gmail accounts and then sign back into your ECC account in order to ensure free and easy access. So we're going to select YouTube, and this window will come up. At that point in time, you are going to click on the camera icon. And from the drop-down, select Upload Video. You'll then be prompted to select the file containing the video you wish to upload. So you're going to click on Select Files, and then you're going to search for the file that you want, and when you find it, you're going to click on it and select Open. Now the time has come for us to give the file, the video, a title. Now I have made an error down here in the file name, screencast. But in the title bar, I'm allowed to make the edit, so it's now screencast. This is what I want it to appear as in the playlist, and so I can now select Next. We're narrowing it down a little bit more now, so we now have to answer the question, is this video made for kids or not? Yes, it's made for kids, so we select that, and Next. The video elements, including end screens and other cards, can be added later, so we will again select Next. Now, when we publish our video, who do we wish to see it? If we don't mind everyone seeing it, we can make it public. We, on the other hand, want the video to be visible only to designated persons, and therefore we are going to select Private and Save. You'll then go to this processing window, which we can close. That takes us to our channel, where we will see a list of all the videos that have been uploaded to date. When our video has finished processing, we'll click on it, and now we're going to go into the share. So we will select these three little dots again, which gives us the option to download the video, to delete the video, or to share it privately. course, we are going to share privately. And that will take us here. And in this window, we are going to enter the email addresses of each of the persons with whom we want to share this video. I would recommend that you create an email listing for each group that you teach. It might take a little time initially. However, it will save you so much in the long run, because anytime you want to share a video with a group, all you will have to do is to copy that list and paste it right here. Of course, you also want to check Notify via email, because this will tell your students that the video is available for their viewing. Having done that, you save and go back to YouTube Studio. And there you are. You've done it. You have uploaded your video and you have shared it. You are totally awesome. Happy sharing.